Is Wayne Gretzky still playing?
Well, Wayne is not playing, but his daughter is on PGA Tour, which is perfect for all of us.
Well, his daughter is the reason why we won the Ryder Cup.
Well, I'm not
I
going to
mean, her
disagree with
presence there and what she was wearing, without question, is the reason. It was the motivation behind
motivation, sure.
all the birdies for the United States team.
It's a fair point.
I mean, she is,
she's a fox.
Okay.
Is that all right to say?
Yeah,
Am I good there?
I'm disappointed you didn't know Crosby or Ovechkin.
Yeah, you know who Sidney Crosby is.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, man. We'll get you up to that.
I didn't even know.
Ovechkin hit me with a door last year and didn't apologize. So I got.
Ovechkin hit you with the door. That's awesome, man. That's got to be a claim
I was
to
standing
fame.
next to the door and he just came through the door and hit me with it and didn't apologize.
How many teeth did he have at the time?
Like one.
There you go. He couldn't apologize.
Um,
One of the best.
I didn't even know any players on the Cubs team until 2 weeks ago.
Well, that's understandable. They're all very
And
young.
I definitely didn't know anybody on the Indians team.
You're pushing 65. All these kids are
Yeah,
25.
I don't know who these guys are. Who knows? So John Cohen is the flavor of the morning.
He's been the flavor of the. How long has he been the flavor? He's been the flavor for a while.
And he'll be
Since
announced
Super
as the
Regional?
new athletic director at Mississippi State, according to Scout.com. And what do you think about that? So the baseball position will be open. Many believe that Andy Cannizaro, recruiting coordinator, hitting coach at LSU, will take over. He does not have head coaching experience. However, he was with the Yankees for 7 or 8 years, and he's been with Paul Maneri at LSU for 2.
That's plenty. You've told me all I need to know right there.
And Kendall Rogers, among others in baseball, think the world of it.
Kendall Rogers, is it any relation to Kenny Rogers, the gambler?
I don't think so.
Nothing
but
there.
We can.
We can ask.
We can. We've had Kendall on before.
Just wondering. I didn't know where that was going.
How does our poll question look, Drew? And what is it? And how's it look today?
It is, what position would you want John Cohen to hold? And 66% say baseball coach over AD.
And that's why. Fandom, comfort level.
Yeah.
And why? Why? What else? The season he just had. Again, if he goes 32-28 last year, not the same deal, but he won the SEC championship and went to the Super Regional. What is Cohen's first priority? After he names the baseball coach, which most people believe is a done deal.
Mullins' contract.
Mullins' contract?
Gotta be Mullins'
Or
contract
will he
here.
be hiring another coach if Mullen decides to go to Kansas or Purdue?
God, can't
Has Mullen decided, look,
see that.
there's too many sharks in the tank. I went to 6 straight bowl games. I delivered an NFL quarterback. They were number 1. New Year's 6 bowl game. The list goes on and on. He's put all these players in the pros, including Fletcher Cox and Dak Prescott. Has he decided it's time to go? 3-9 looks like an absolute smoke fest in November, playing A&M, Bama, Arkansas, and Ole Miss.
Yeah, that's a.
May not win another game.
No. I don't know where you even get May in there. They're not winning another game.
Well, we'll see.
You got 4 chances to win one ball game in November, and they're not winning one. They're not
I think it's a possibility, but it's slim.
against Sioux.
I think they have a chance
You're
against
going
Arkansas at home.
Yeah, all right, they'll be double-digit underdogs.
Oh, they won't. Not
Against
Starkville.
Arkansas.
Okay.
Arkansas will be like a 4-point favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Austin Allen may throw for 400 and something yards.
400? You're limiting him to that? The Sanford quarterback went for 500 last week.
It's true. No doubt about it.
Austin Allen's a lot better than that guy.
Is he?
That's but
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
a good point, Drew.
That dude does complete 70+% of his passes.
that guy may start at several SEC teams.
He's actually a pretty good quarterback.
Chris Hatcher is anyway, it's Sanford talent, but Chris Hatcher's an excellent coach.
We said the same thing about Wentz in North Dakota State talent. Where's he at now?
That's true.
I don't.
I don't know the
It-
measurables on that kid last weekend.
Right,
I was in the stadium, but
I guess where I'm
I
going
couldn't even
is-
tell you if he's 6 feet tall or
Right.
6'2".
Well, I guess I'm.
It
going
really
with
didn't
that
matter.
is-
He did whatever he wanted all day.
I guess where I'm going with that is if you're completing 70+% of your passes, you got to be somewhat good. I mean, accuracy. I mean, he's throwing the ball.
Yes.
500 yards.
Today you have to adjust accordingly with the way the game is played,
Yeah.
and all the rules favor the offense, and the
It
list
does,
goes
it
on
does,
and on.
it does.
So I don't know what to do with that. Do we have hot garbage?
I mean, I believe we got it.
What do you have a hot garbage?
Oh, do I have a hot garbage question?
Yeah.
I got a couple of them.
All right. What do you have?
Well, all right, well, number one, which coach which in-state coach will be back next year?
I think it's 50-50 on both.
Hot garbage.
Mullen's not going to get fired, but he may leave for another job. With Freeze,
He won't get fired.
I
I
don't
agree.
know because of the NCAA deal and the fact that he is named in the notice of allegations and Ole Miss's response. So I would say it's 50-50. I wouldn't be surprised if neither one is coaching in next year's Egg Bowl.
That's where I'm at.
And I wouldn't be surprised if both, but Mullen's deal will not be because he's fired.
Okay.
I don't know how the
Do you think
I don't
Mullen's
know
leaving?
what the Committee on Infractions is going to tell
Right.
Ole Miss in the spring. And y'all don't, I don't, and neither does anybody in Oxford.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty well connected.
Since we had so many great sources coming out of Oxford January 29th when the notice of
You
allegations
forgot about
dropped.
how much Jackson networks.
I network. Trust me, I know what I know it's gonna happen. I read all of Steve Robertson's DM.
Let's call Rebel Jacob.
If there's one person that knows, it's gonna be Rebel Jacob.
I'd say it's 50-50.
What
What do you think, Drew?
as far as
The coaches.
I think they'll both be back.
It's not a bad assumption either.
Do you think Freeze will be coaching under show calls?
He
Well,
could be.
technically wouldn't
I
be
mean, I
coaching
don't
then,
know
would
for
he?
sure or not, but he could. He definitely could be, along with like 3 or 4 assistants
I can see him relaxing.
Well, they're going to let go of some assistants.
Yeah, they
for
well, they have to.
performance or NCAA or both.
Hey, there's a better high garbage
Oh,
question.
I think
Which
Freeze
assistants
will
be
have
back?
already let go of some assistant.
Yes.
Actually, Freeze has a
Okay.
chance now to let go of some assistants. And then that way he's already done it by the time they go in front of the Committee on Infractions. Now, what about
It would look a
what
lot
about-
better for him. Being proactive, it would look a lot better.
Let's go with the T's. People are talking about Cohen meddling. I think Cohen knows what Ron Polk did to Pat McMahon when McMahon took over for Ron Polk. And it was an absolute and total disservice to Pat McMahon, who was an excellent baseball coach and took Mississippi State to the College World Series and took them to 2 super regionals. You do realize he was just there for 4 or 5 years. And finally had had enough between Larry Templeton and Ron Polk and went to Florida and played for the national championship.
Explain that.
So even though I think Cohen's going to have to balance mentoring and developing Cannizzaro with not trying to meddle like Ron Polk. Does that make sense?
The last thing you want is too many chefs in the kitchen.
No doubt. The only place it works is where? Wisconsin.
Well, it didn't work.
Barry Alvarez, like Bartu always talks about, Alvarez keeps his hand in the gumbo pot with Bielema, with Anderson, and now is it Paul Chris?
It's Paul
Drew?
Chris.
Okay.
Wasn't that a reason that Bielema left? He got tired. Didn't him and Alvarez have a rift? He got tired of him.
Well, that and Bielema did not feel like Alvarez was giving him enough of a budget to spend on it. Remember, he lost all those assistant coaches. They went to back Rose Bowls or something, and he kept losing assistants to programs that he didn't feel like. I mean, he wasn't losing them to like Florida and Texas and USC. And he said, and Alvarez is a total egomaniac, and he basically looked at him and said, "I'm the boss. I create the budget, and no."
Their other guy left too. Anderson that went to Oregon State,
Right.
in between Bielema and Chris.
And I think for Anderson it was too much. Alvarez looking over his shoulder. Are we going to take this phone call real quick? Who do we have? All right. C Spire iPhone 7 caller line. Bernard, good morning. What's up?
Hey, good morning. This is just a theory in the SEC of what's going on with all this shaking. With Strickland going down to Florida and they're not doing anything to Mullins' contract, do you think Mullins will be going down to Florida? McElwain going down to Alabama? Saban's going to either retire or go take a GM position in the NFL to claim that he's a good person. He can win national championships and NFL Super Bowl.
No. I don't think Saban's going to the NFL. Thank you for the call, though. We will discuss on the other side. Ole Miss pays top 10 money. Mississippi State pays top 15 money in football, but neither one are top 20 jobs. I'll tell you why next.